Omega's done it. Let's move on.
Or attempt to, because this is the second sand wave movement. There are purple golems.
And there are hazards. There are balls.
And you're
falls.
dead. Wait, you're not dead yet.
So here's the deal with the sand room. With the sand room. When you get caught in the sand wave, you get sent all the way back here. You cannot.
Okay.
You literally cannot stop it because the wave rises above your head. You can't jump over it. It basically prevents you from doing anything. And there's a good chance that, especially in a zero ring situation, the spike balls that the sand wave delivers will probably kill you.
All right. So why don't you just go over to the other platform that has the silver metal on it,
Well,
like so?
Okay, that's step one. Step one is to get your foot in the goddamn door. The second step is to figure out where the hell I'm going and why I should care.
Alright, next should probably be...
Oh god. That was an even taller sand wave. Got you. I have learned nothing.
Alright. And you got crushed by a spike.
Still learned nothing. Okay. No, we are doing just fine. Why are there no checkpoints?
Because it's the last level in the game, and it's supposed to be quote-unquote hard.
Yes. Except this game's ideas of hard are cheapness and QTE.
I don't know, man. I mean, Bayonetta 1's QTEs are much worse than this game's.
No, I agree. I'm sure Bayonetta had a much wider variety of QTEs too.
I would say it did, yeah.
Omega's done it. Let's move on.
Omega has done nothing. I am doomed. Because of fucking sand waves.
Honestly, this looks more like it's your lack of preparedness as opposed to the game screwing you over.
The sand wave appears to pass by like once every 4 seconds, I want to say, with alternating heights for the sand wave. As long as I can hit these platforms, I'm okay, because the platforms will keep me safe. This is the critical area, is right here. It is the second platform. And finally, the vehicle that's going to take me to the end of the level is this bar right here. You have to pass this QTE in order to reach the end of the room, and I almost made it.
Okay.
I almost made it. Let's try it again. Oh, Shadow.
You need to be pressing forward after you let go.
You have failed, Shadow. You have failed dearly, and now you are out of rings. How do you feel about this, Shadow?
I am not going to Disneyland.
I will never surrender.
And you got firebolt.
To death.
Omega's done it. Let's move on.
Okay, take
So
two.
was that the first game over?
That was not my first game over in Sonic 06. It might have been my first game over Shadow. But yes, I had to redo the entire level after that, and it took me a really long time to build up the gumption to actually do it again. Okay, so sometimes that sand wave will not stop me.
Sometimes.
Only sometimes. Walking into a flamethrower in order to reach a life support also places a lot of tension on my probability of success. Thank you, fire-breathing salamanders.
The fire-breathing salamanders is one of the coolest secondary enemies I've ever come up with.
The doors of perception must be cleansed. Thank Jesus Christ for this checkpoint.
Now, how does one cleanse doors of perception? Do you have to use industrial strength cleaners for that?
With soap. With soap and gumption.
Soap and gumption.
Yes.
Is that like elbow grease?
It's like elbow grease, except it's more like turtle wax. Do not go for that one-up. It will probably kill you as punishment for your stupidity.
Wait, you can homing attack over. Oh.
No!
It was a trick.
Poor Shadow.
I can't fall off.
But as you discovered, at least through the footage, you can stand on these, and you can just stand on those. I promise.
As long as you keep running into the wall.
No, you don't even need to run into the wall. You can just stand on them.
This is me building up momentum before I make each of these platforming jumps. I'm really not sure how I feel about those QTE, like, pull motions.
And can you get the one up? Yes. Good.
And that's a one-up that won't kill you right after you get it. No, that's up to the golems.
So, what is Shadow's primary countermeasure for the large boulders? Is it just get out of the way?
Just get out of the way. Yeah, you can't. If you touch the boulder, you take damage. If you try to attack it, you take damage.
If you break the lizards, you do not take damage.
Death is the universal solvent.
I could have sworn that scythes. Ooh, end of the level.
Yeah, you see that? The very last thing they wanted me to do in this campaign was solve a quick time event.
Okay.
Well, that is before the final boss.
Need to stay focused.
I need to pass these quick time events
Why does
more
the sub-mission before the final mission have a better, or at least easier grading scale than the final mission?
That is a good question. What are they evaluating? My intelligence? My efficacy? The speed at which I went through the level? How many enemies I killed? Are these important?
Mephiles!
Hi, Mephiles.
You're all the way over there. Dramatic turnaround!
I like the scale texture that Mephiles has got.
As you must know, you're already too late.
I have
Although the twisting tissues on his hands are a bit odd.
Change your mind. Join me, Shadow. Let
No.
us teach this world a lesson and rewrite the future.
Don't try to deceive me.
What?
You have no desire for revenge. You only crave destruction. Your only lust is to fuel Iblis until there is nothing left of time itself.
Which is a stupid plan.
Well, we will get to that eventually.
Truly a shame that you wish to go against me.
Well, I think it's just right.
So he has the power to spam Holy Nova at us now?
This is how Mama told me how to be patient for apple pie.
By summoning the very bits of madness?
I'll make sure you regret this, Shadow the Hedgehog.
He's not going to give me the
Buy
pie.
Shadow the Hedgehog for your GameCube now.
Defeat Mephiles. All three of you. You can do it.
Except Omega and Rouge don't actually do anything for this fight.
No, they don't.
I won't let you escape.
They give me the illusion of companionship.
Alright, so what is the gimmick here, Mr. Cloud?
The gimmick here is basically the same as the last time I fought Mephiles. You can't see him. Oh wait, no, he's right there. Does it let me try hitting him? No, because he's using a force field. So I cannot penetrate that force field until I go Kaioken mode.
Right. And in order to get to Kaioken mode, you have to defeat. Come on, spawn.
You have to
Those
defeat
demons.
these giant shadow monsters. In order to destroy these giant shadow
You
creatures,
have to hit them in the eye as opposed to their arm.
you gotta hit them in the face. Yes, that thing. That is their face. And then they disappear into a million corpses.
And they give you approximately 20% of your Kaioken.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere between like 20 and 16%. Yeah. You're dead. I tell you what, this definitely beats the hell out of just beating up the little guys the whole time.
Only because this is somewhat easier. And you almost fell into the bottomless pit.
Actually, you know, it's not that much harder, but this is more difficult. For example, I can actually get hit doing this.
Okay. Alright, so there is actual threat here as opposed to with the little guys, which did not have any threat at all, right?
Basically, yeah. The little
but the
guys.
thing is, this is significantly less tedious than fighting the little guys.
It is, yeah, because you only have to take out like 5 or 6 targets before you're done. Actually, I think this might even be the last guy.
Nah, you're not quite high enough.
Guess I just wasn't strong enough.
Nope, I got to. Alright, that is the last one. He's rising from the depths to fill up my fucking bar. No,
unfortunately, you weren't actually close enough to hit him there.
because Shadow loses his invincibility frames as soon. Yep, he's about to hit me again. I just got hit. You have to. Honestly, I think the safest way to reach the head is to either wait for them to like start fire breathing because they bring their heads down to like ground level. But this does not really work all that well, except when I clip through the enemy's head.
There you go.
Hey, okay.
And I think you can just only attack him to death from here, right?
You can. Let this video at least support the notion that you can defeat Mephiles in one cycle. You don't have to go through a second cycle if you can help it.
Okay.
As long as you can keep hitting him, he doesn't have invincibility frames. He just zooms around all over the goddamn place.
So he spawns duplicates, but the camera locks onto the real one.
Okay, so this is what tripped me up. You have to follow the chain of You have to follow the chain of Mephiles in order to reach him. Almost out of Kaioken. Almost out of Kaioken. No. No. I want it. I need it.
And you're out of Kaioken.
Damn it. He has like.
So now you must go kill more Shadow Demons.
I need to go through one whole cycle just so I could take out the remaining 6% of his health.
3, but okay.
We'll just call it 1. We'll call it a percentage that's so low.
It's effectively 1.
It's goddamn incredulous I should even have to do this at this point. It's just I didn't understand what he wanted me to do when he started creating duplicates. No! Damn your force field.
You drown in this shadowy muck thing.
This looks like a really nice looking dance floor.
Nah, it is too purple. I love purple. I do. Purple is one of the best colors of all time. But there is such a thing as too much purple.
I think it was Sonic Unleashed where I see these exact like blue and purple colors again.
Yeah, but mostly on like Caster and Caster and Giant minions.
Yeah.
I have not played Sonic Unleashed.
Now, for the record, you can use the hands and shoulders of these creatures to at least have a safe target, so that when Shadow completes his combo, he jumps a little higher in the air, giving you that lift you need to finally get the correct target.
There you go.
Okay, going to Kaioken mode once again.
Kaioken ×1.
I am wiser.
So, no. You should not be doing the full thing. Just homing attack and then climb up and then smack him. And now he is the dead Mephiles.
He is the dead creature thingy.
I am forever. I am invincible.
Which is why your voice actor sounds very weak.
Because he can't believe that he's not all it's cracked up to be.
Dan Greeny isn't all he's cracked up to be, though.
He is.
Need to stay focused.
And in the next part, we will,
Credits.
Are you going in? Oh, credits? Okay.
Credits! We're gonna see some credits! Here's a bunch of shit that they give you.
Last episode is now unlocked.
Bye-bye!